Grand Rising. It's been a crazy 24 hours. It's good to see everyone. Now the solar storm, are you outlasting the storm? Many of you, including myself, are experiencing many glitches electronically, glitches in reality. You're experiencing some ascension symptoms. How's your solar plexus chakra doing? A lot of symptoms, a lot of glitches, and we're gonna make the most of this right now. We're in this very powerful solar storm, and if you're just starting your journey, learning about these energies that actually take part of our everyday life experience, these solar energies are actually directly connected to our consciousness, our brain waves. So we're going to react to the solar flares. Even though we might not see the energy is part of the electromagnetic spectrum. And we're going to be learning all about this. We say, oh, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. Well, that's the visible light spectrum, but the visible light spectrum is only a small fraction of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. And these energies will affect us just because you can't see it. So what we're starting to learn, this is a time period called revelation. Do you know what's revelation already? Oh, some people are just waking up. Oh, we're getting up now. It's revelation, and everything is being revealed. So just like how we could look at the solar storm, these energies, right? We can't see them. It doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Some of you know about spiritual entities. Just because you can't see them, it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So it's a big revelation to really experience this. They say the truth cannot be told, it can only be realized. And that's why God is actually giving us things, experiences, so that we could actually witness it, so that we could actually realize it. And then we move forward. We teach our brothers and sisters about it through the things that we have experienced, through the things that we have witnessed. And we're all kind of witnessing a lot of crazy things during this solar storm. And it's really important to get this message out to the masses. Please, everyone, put a like on this video. It's really going to help others find the message, and share the message with the hashtag solar flare, because so many people are looking for this information, and we're getting it out to the people. But I personally experienced a lot of glitches. We actually talked about one of them last night on Friday Night Live. Yeah, maybe you missed the Friday Night Live. Yeah, you can check it out later. It's crazy dreams. We're going to talk about crazy dreams. I'm going to be talking about the top symptom that I'm feeling right now. And remember, you don't have to, every day is not going to be a perfect day. Sometimes we have these densities that are coming up, and that's what we're all experiencing. So we actually hold these densities. It's no one's fault. We're actually living in a prison planet. Dolores Cannon actually, reminded us years ago that this is a prison planet, and we're actually here on a mission to bust our brothers and sisters out of this prison planet. So over the course of time, you could see it a lot, through the systems, through the mainstream media. They actually put a lot of trauma. Every person that is listening to this message right now, you probably have dealt with trauma at some point in your life, and it was probably manipulated by the systems and the television. It's true. And it's okay to admit it. We have to actually release it and let it go. And that's what these solar flares actually do for us. It's actually giving us energy. It kind of bashes it, knocks it all, right? Like a couple weeks ago, right? I took the carpet that's in the car, the floor mat that's in the car, floor mat, right? And I took the floor mat, and boom, I'm banging the floor mat like this, and all of the dirt, all of the filth is coming out of the doormat. So, sometimes when we feel like we're getting rocked by the, I'm feeling all nauseous, my stomach, my irritability, right? But that's what's actually happening right now. We're actually releasing and we're becoming lighter. We're entering the fifth dimension. We could get the 555s rolling in the chat right now if you're entering the fifth dimension. So that's what God is doing, right? So you're like the floor mat in the car, and God is banging the floor mat, and you see all the filth come out of the, all the dirt, right? All the stuff that flies out of the doormat, the floor mat in the car. Have you ever cleaned it like that? That's what's happening to us. So we have all these build-up densities within us, and God is knocking them loose. But once they get knocked loose, we actually have to deal with them. We have to deal with the ascension symptoms. It's not so pleasant. It kind of feels a little shifty shift, if you know what I mean. You feel like shift when you get the ascension symptoms. But that's what God is doing. We're releasing these energies. Let's break them all down. We gave enough people to get on the live stream. I'm absolutely grateful for all the support. Please put a like on this video. It helps others find this message. You could smash the like button, gently tap the like button, but it really helps the algorithms and gets the video out. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe, select all. When you do so, you'll get every notification if you click the all selection. And I go on twice on Friday. Some of you might have missed one of the videos yesterday. You could go back and check them out. If it calls you, if you would like to join our Patreon, we host live Zoom meetings, uncensored content, and every video for many years will always be up on Patreon without them being taken down. So please, I'm very grateful for all of the support on Patreon. Let's really focus on growing the Patreon community, as it will always last the test of time. And if you'd like to support the channel and this work, there's a link at the pinned comment. I'm very grateful for that. Brian Hibbard, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Brian. You're feeling the aftermath right now. We're all kind of feeling the aftermath of this solar storm. And you're like, woo, holy shift. We're shifting again. You're actually witnessing glitches. So you could be witnessing glitches in the reality or within technology that you use. And we're having a lot of glitches and symptoms. Physically, the symptoms, you might find it actually very difficult to concentrate. Is that you? And if I'm expressing it, share in the chat as we go along. Hard to concentrate and very irritable, right? So in the past 24 hours, are you feeling like more irritable than you normally are, right? Try to focus on something. You can't. You're very scatterbrained right now. You know, even while I was writing these notes for my lesson plan, I'm still writing lesson plans. Even when I was writing the notes for my lesson plan here, I was very scatterbrained. And you might be feeling this right now. So we have all these, it's like a whirlwind of energies. It's kind of like the solar tornado that bursted off the sun. Did you see that? 74,000 miles high, a solar tornado. And people are saying, oh, there's no such thing as a solar flash. You might be experiencing glitches. Like my phone glitched a multitude of times in the past 24 hours. Yesterday, when we were in the heart of the solar storm, you might have seen that there was a little bit of a lag on the live stream. Like sometimes you could question these things. Oh, why is it working so perfectly? And then sometimes it's glitching, it's lagging, right? So there are exterior energies that are influencing, right? Think of the Wi-Fi, right? So there's an energy here, the Wi-Fi that's connected to this device. And then if we're being bathed with more energies, it could kind of mess up the frequency, right? It kind of messes it up. So those are the actual tangible things that we could look at and say, oh, we're having a glitch right now. We could actually see what are the results or what can the solar storm affect. Last night, I made a thumbnail for this beautiful world-famous live stream. Oh, please put a like on it. Yeah, it's world-famous. I made a thumbnail for this world-famous live stream, and I saved it. You know, I made it. I saved it, and then I uploaded, and then I looked at it. I said, where's the picture? It was gone. It totally glitched. I had to go back to the app. I had to restart the app and resave the thumbnail, and then it worked. It was totally weird. You know, I'll actually share that as a post on Patreon later today. And I will put both of the thumbnails side by side, and it totally glitched. And it took the picture out, and I have no explanation for it. It was saved, and then when it saved, when you look at the saved file, the picture was gone. So you might experience these weird, strange glitches. And then you say to yourself, I think I'm going out of my mind. It's like we went through a different timeline. There's all these different glitches that can result in a different timeline. Yeah. And many different anomalies that we can experience. One of them I shared last night. Did you know I had a video that was 3 years old? 3 years old this video was, and the video was taken down. Terrible, terrible things. It was almost like we glitched into the old timeline and then came back. You know, and these are the weird anomalies that, you know, what are we experiencing right now? It's hectic, it's chaotic, but that's the world that we're in. That's the frequency that we're in. I've shared this over and over again. And when we go through the solar storms, we experience a solar flare, we could have this tangible experience. We're picking up on two frequencies. The reality is a frequency that you tune into. And I want you to picture if you're in a car and you're driving in a car and you have the radio on. And then all of a sudden you start picking up a different radio station. And you hear the, right? You're picking up one, then the other. Now you're picking up more of the new, less of the old, but eventually that old frequency station, it actually pops up on your radio, maybe just like it did. Maybe he did, Gina. Maybe 3 years old. Maybe an old, frequency or the old station pops onto your radio and then it goes back to the new. Jenna writes, we're on the love station. Yeah. Yeah, they got the minions out there, right? The slider people. Reality Seer knows about the slider people. You might be a person normally on your everyday life. You're actually you're glitching the technology that's around you. Isn't that strange? All the technology is glitching. The technology in your car might be glitching. It's unbelievable, right? No, it's crazy. Last night, right? Experiencing totally strange dreams, right? So you have all this energy coming in, and then you're sleeping at night, and then all of a sudden you're having a crazy dream. Did you experience that? You ever have like a weird dream? And it's like you can't even really remember the dream. Like last night I dream, right? I wake up, I know it's a weird dream. I'm like, but I'm still half asleep. Right, I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night because I'm constantly metabolizing and recalibrating the timeline through my DNA in water. So I have to go to the bathroom every single night. Oh, how many people have to go to the bathroom every single night? It's so annoying. You get up, you got to stumble into the bathroom, right? So I wake up, I have the crazy dream. I have to stumble into the bathroom, go to the bathroom, I come back, I go back to sleep, I wake up again. I had another crazy dream, but I can't really remember it. It was weird. I had that feeling. I was like, oh, this is so weird. But you're staggering in the middle of the night. Is that you? The chat, right? It's crazy. A lot of people have had rapture dreams. Kung Pao Chicken. What a tremendous name. Yeah. A lot of people are having rapture dreams. So yeah, woke up, had another weird dream, right? And then you go back to sleep and you say, oh boy. So you have to remember every aspect of reality, everything is energy. Everything is energy. So now we're getting this influx blast of the sun. You can't contain it. You can't control it. It's affecting everything. You know, like think about like a power line, and if a lightning bolt hits that power line, right, there's electricity everywhere. It could mess up devices. Well, the sun is blasting us with electromagnetic energy. Andrew Porter, thank you so much for the support. 777. What a beautiful number. Thank you, Andrew. I was sitting out in the sun yesterday and I felt like I was far from home. Meditated right after and almost had a massive panic attack. Well, I appreciate you sharing that, Andrew. I was out in the sun yesterday as well. And yeah, I felt like, you know, oh, we're going home. That was like just the feeling I had, like this is not, we're going home, we're getting out of here or something like that. Maybe you're feeling that way as well. But this is the 2023 7-year. You could hit the 777s in the chat. Let's focus on the 777 energy. The rewards are coming in. Stuff is, Melanie Waldo writes, stuff disappearing. You might actually witness this. I personally did not have this during this solar storm. I have in the past. I've shared about it. It's on the channel page where I had literal objects disappear. Are you witnessing things disappear? I'd like to disappear as well. Also, we'll go to a different dimension without all the crazy stuff, you know? You know, it is a crazy world, but we're living. It's like we're living in two dimensions simultaneously, and that's why it kind of makes you uncomfortable. You're trying to get your stable ground. You want to stabilize your core, but we keep going back and forth, and it's like one thing. Like I have an old phrase, you know, rip the Band-Aid off. Just rip the Band-Aid off, get it over with already. So, you know, a lot of us actually feel that way. If we're headed to the new earth, then let's get the new earth. If everything's going to shift, let it all go and let's figure out where we're going so we could have a plan. But God laughs at those that make plans. So we constantly are going back and forth, and that's the energy we're feeling. That's the energy we're feeling with the solar storm. Christine F. writes, let's go. You might have woken up. You could see the beautiful yellow here. We have the yellow today, right? Well, how's your solar plexus? Solar, like the sun, your solar plexus chakra. And you know what? If you're dealing with issues, it is good to go outside and have the stomach in the sun. It's going to help you. And sometimes that help actually feels like a purge. And maybe you're purging. Who knows? Maybe we had a purge even before the live stream started. No, it's true. Are you feeling it in your soul? Is your tummy rumbling? We have to purge. It's the urge to purge. Yeah, we got to get out in the sun. Basking in the sun. Are you basking in the sun? Are you ready for the Great Solar Flash event? You could hit the suns in the chat right now. Bay Area believers walking on the beach, yeah. Yeah, no, the yellow is important. Listen, as my Nana said, there's a time for this and a time for that. We have to embrace all of the energetic colors. And especially right now, we have to heal the solar plexus chakra, the energy center. Chakra is not spiritual wackadoo stuff. Actually, in the ancient Sanskrit, chakra means spinning wheel of energy. And the ancient knowledge has been hidden from many people. They don't know about the ancient knowledge. They watch TV. I saw it on TV. That's what they see. They're concerned with their celebrities. They're concerned with fake reality. They tell you it's reality. Everything's inverted. It's also known as Luciferian. They tell you it's a reality show. It's totally scripted. What else is scripted that's supposed to be real? Let us know in the chat and in the comments. You know, yeah. Get the fake clouds out of the way. Allow the sun to come down. The sun. Let the sun shine. Right, the sun is cascading down. It's activating us, but this energy actually passes through solid matter. Right, there's things called neutrinos that are actually found under the ground. What's under the ground? We need to have things penetrate. Right, the light of Christ. The light of Christ is penetrating deep within the cells, into the DNA, through solid matter and deep under the ground. What's under the ground? And you might be saying, oh, well, this sounds interesting to me. Well, if you didn't know this, when we have a lot of solar flares, it results in increased earthquakes and volcanism because that energy is going down there. But that energy, remember they said the end days, there's going to be a massive shaking of the earth. Maybe we'll have that big shaking, but who knows how it manifests. Sometimes the shaking, remember, light is information. It could just be the expansion of consciousness. A massive truth is exposed to the people. What's going on the moon? Does anyone know what's going on the moon? Massive exposures are happening, right? They can't hide it anymore. Yeah, we're all purging, and the 777 energy is here right now. We get to get the 777s. And you could do it 7 times. It's for good luck. Yeah, no, they said, they even said it on Ancient, they tell you right to your face on Ancient Aliens that it rang like a bell. Remember that? Alien Guru 111, thank you so much for the support. I love you, Alien Guru. You know, our brothers and sisters are watching us from all different dimensions. Yeah, you'll be surprised. It's not just the people in the chat. It's all different dimensions that are tuned in to the greatest show on earth. Yeah, everyone is tuned in right now. This is literally, it's not only the greatest show on earth, it's the greatest show in the universe. They're all watching. They're maybe hovering above the earth watching. They're looking, oh, look at the humans. What's going on down there? You know? Yeah, it's probably hollow in there. There's something going on in there. There's a recycling thing going on up there too. Chris Mason 777 writes, no moon worship here. Tremendous, Chris Mason. I love you. Yeah, the soul is tuned into God, Mama Boom Boom writes. You have to be tuned into God right now. And they're again, they're going to growl. They want to give you the fear, but not today. So you just let them know. Not today, serpents. No, smile today. Laugh today. Smile today. You will make a serpent go hungry. Absolutely. So I will say, though, the top symptom is actually feeling very irritable. And it could come in many forms. You know, like I had something very terrible happen to me yesterday. Right? Isn't it demonic, Kenny? Something terrible, and it could actually, and that's a manifestation of feeling irritable. But yeah, I'm feeling irritable, and usually, you know, you could feel calm. Sometimes the energy is high, and you are feeling extremely irritable. Everything, and listen, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to spend time alone. You could spend time alone. You have to disconnect. Don't feel guilt. Don't feel, if you have to turn off the social media, turn off the social media. Turn off your phone, get outside, ground to the planet, be out in the sun, walk on the grass or on the sand, get the negative ions. If you're by the natural water, whether it's salt water or fresh water, dive into the salt water. It's tremendous. It's tremendous for your energy field, the salt water, yeah. Please put a like on this video. It's so helpful. I love each and every one of you. So since we're all probably feeling very irritable, let's recalibrate our frequency. Remember, your crown has returned. you might be called to eat less and drink more during this time period. You have to reflect on your journey. You might be called to eat less, maybe drink more water during this time period. You know, last night I was even saying, like, so yesterday I only ate 2 solid meals. 2 times I ate. Years ago, I used to live in a world where I ate 6 times a day. Now I struggle to eat 2 times a day. It's crazy. Are you experiencing this? Let us know in the comments. But this is what you might be called to do as we are changing. As more light is entering the body, you might be called to eat less. And if you're experiencing that, especially right now, like on a daily basis, you might not, you say, oh, maybe I'm eating a little less. You will really experience it when we're in this very strong energy. You're like a Tesla coil. And you're actually pulling energy out of the ether. Yeah, are you pulling energy out of the ether? So when you're actually receiving the nourishment of the light, you might not have the need to eat as much as you used to eat. And it's very clear on my journey that I'm not eating as much as I normally do. And that's, Tesla, right? Tesla knew. So you might be called, and I saw it yesterday. It's like, I'm outside, not eating the first solid meal till like in the afternoon. Very strange for me. And then, I was very hungry at that time. And then like when it's time to eat dinner, I'm not that hungry. I still eat dinner. But like the second meal is not as like, I don't have the appetite really to eat the second meal. So, things go up and down. I've been experiencing this over the past few months. If you've been on the channel page, I've shared about this last April, how solar flares and solar storms are going to be part of our everyday life journey going forward. It's very normal to experience them. And when we go through these time periods, you see the change. So on a daily basis, your point of homeostasis. How much do you normally eat? How hungry are you normally? And then there's certain days where you're like, you know what? I'm not really feeling so hungry today. And you might really feel that during the solar storms, because this energy is really changing us. And we're actually pulling it in. God is supplying. See, God is supplying us an infinite supply. If your spiral goes back to God's source, like the spiral, like your DNA spiral, did you know your DNA is coiled like the Tesla coil? Your DNA is an energy amplifier. And when you go back to source, you're actually supplied an infinite amount of energy. That's the God mode. Did you activate God mode? Let me know in the chat, are you activating God mode? Yeah, please put a like on the video. Hit the 777s in the chat. I'm so grateful for all of your support. That's the only way that we get the message out there to the people. And we're going to turn this ship around, baby. Turn the ship around. Let's get going. Let's get going, right? No, God mode is activated right now. And you want to go back to source. You want to have a direct connection to God. You want to have a personal relationship to God. There will be false idols. There's this dope out there. He said, it's dangerous to have a personal relationship with God. They mock you. They shame you. They do it right to your face. But all of these things are connected. And we're really making the connections. We're connecting the dots right now. Yeah, we all have to speak up right now, though. That's why the lions are in the chat right now. Right? You see the lions? Source is where our force comes from. I love that, Brian. Yeah? Tremendous. We are all divinely protected. We are all divinely connected. That's why we're all making this grid right now. You might be getting this message. You see a beautiful community here. And you say, oh, you know what? There's not a lot of people that is like me in my area. That's done on purpose. God has a divine design for this plan. And we're scattered around the world. We're everywhere. With 144,000, we're all over the world right now. I did a full video on that. I'll share that one tonight. Yeah, please subscribe to the channel. We have a community tab. I share older videos that I talk about in the live stream, so I could reshare them. You'll get the notification if you are subscribed and hit the bell. We have polls. You could vote, you know. Yeah, remember when Jesus was cracking the whip? Yeah, a lot of people think it's all love and light. No, it's actually the highest, ready? The highest state of consciousness is authenticity. It is also known as the light. The light is the top. The pure light is the top. The truth, that is the highest state of consciousness. It's even higher than love. The pure truth. And that's why a lot of people, they try to throw you off the path. They try to distract you. They give you the bread and hey, there's a balloon up there. Woo-hoo! Everyone, look at the balloons. Balloon. It's a distraction. You got to stay focused. Are you staying focused? Are you looking at the balloon or are you looking at the sun? Are you noticing the change in the sun? Have you noticed the change? You might be new to the channel. We've been talking about this for years. Have you noticed the change in the sun? Energy is the ability to cause change. We can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. That's all you have to do is notice a change, because that's what energy does. Energy will create the change. If there is a change, energy had to be there. Was there a change of energy in the sun? Are you witnessing the change in the sun? Tremendous. Yeah, how many of you see the white sun? Remember when the sun was yellow? It still has that yellow gold color when it's at sunrise and sunset. But when it's high in the sky, it actually looks bright white with an indigo halo around it, or like a rainbow halo around the sun. Do you see the bright white sun with the indigo around the sun? Some people see it. Do you see it? Yeah, we need a lot. Yeah, we need more and more sun. We need all the energy right now. Yeah, we're really, you know what? And these are the densities right now. There's peaks, there's valleys. My Nana always taught me there's peaks and valleys in life, right? There's peaks and valleys in life. And sometimes we're going up where, oh, it's so high. And then we go into the valley, and sometimes it's low. And as she always taught me, there's a time for this and a time for that. And, you know, maybe right now the energies feel a little bit more dense. You actually feel like it's very sluggish. And you're trying to, you know, it's a little bit harder, but we still prevail. We get the ball rolling, even though it's a little, you know, think about like if you have a boulder on the top of the mountain and you're pushing with all your, you're pushing the boulder. But it takes a lot of activation energy, right? Even when I started the channel, it took a lot of activational energy. But once that boulder gets rolling, it rolls right down the hill. And then you have your 888 abundance. We're headed towards 888. Oh, I love you guys. Please put a like on this video. Please smash the like button. Everything you do to help the channel's algorithms, I really appreciate that. If you hit the trifecta, the like, the comment, and click the share button, that's the trifecta. And you smash the hashtag solar flare, because people are actually searching it. Sometimes on Google, use the Google, yeah. Sometimes on Google, you'll see solar flare today is trending. So people are actually looking for this information. More and more people are waking up to this. They're getting in tune with their rhythms, their body. You have to really, you know, this is where you have to be, your temple. We have to be focused here, not outside the body. We have to be focused here. And how do we get this running organically again? I was there like all of you, because we were born into this prison of the mind. Then we had to detach and detox. I love that. Don't you love that? Detach and detox. You could write it in the chat. Detach and detox. It's the double D. We have to detach and detox right now, and it's really important to do these things. You like that one? No, it's good. No, we have to detach and detox. Detox the body, detach from narcissists, right? If you're new to the channel, we teach all about these things. Everything is, you have to write, even if you have to write everything down. What are the foods? What are the liquids? What are the sounds? What are the shows? Not programs, because they're trying to program your mind, right? The people, we have the negative and the positive. Everything has a negative and a positive. And sometimes it's just as important to detach and detox, right? Like a lot of us are familiar right now. There's this whole financial scare that's going on. I'll present it in the form of money, right? Sometimes, right, we think the only way is to bring in more money, right? But we should also be a professional at saving money, not wasting money. Some of you know about this, right? So just as important as bringing money in, the velocity of money, for example, you could bring money in, but we also want to prevent the waste of money coming out, save money. Some of you know this, right? So if we apply that, right, we have to, we have good people coming in, and we have to cut and remove people from our everyday life that is lowering our vibrational frequency. Or in you know, matrix terms, pulling the money out of your pocket, or whatever you want to use, right? There's a lot of metaphors. There's a lot of things that we could apply, right? Glitch the matrix. Yeah, Brian. We have to glitch the matrix. I'm so grateful for all of the support. Yeah. No, that's that. And that's where we all have to be focused on right now. I know it's a difficult time. It is a difficult time. Patience is running dry. Again, I have been feeling very irritable. We go through these time periods. Enough is enough. It is so urgent to rest. You are serving in a spiritual war, right? It's in a dimensional plane. Some of you talk about the astral, right? In the ether, right? Your soul is doing stuff, and maybe your friends aren't doing stuff, so they're not as tired as you are. You need to detach, detox, and rest. Brian, I love you, Brian. Thank you for that, Brian. I appreciate you. Detach, detox, and rest. And some people don't understand you. They don't understand you. Why are you tired? What do you mean what do you mean the solar flares? What do you mean the solar flares, right? They don't get it. You have to get it. I love you, Kenny. That's funny. Yeah. No, it really is important, and it's really important. We're all bringing that abundance into our lives right now. Yeah, you could actually, Monk is writing, you could detach through your feet. You know, some people actually stick their feet in like a little like basin that has like the salt in it, pulls it out. Some people put onions on their feet. There's all different things, right? You have to do the things that call you. You might hear this, say, oh, you know what, I'm called to. Sometimes I am called naturally through the energies, right? Everything is energy. You really see this during the solar storm. Everything is energy. So you might be naturally called to start something new or remove something. You say, oh, I'm going to stop eating this from my diet. Just like almost like cold turkey. I'm not going to eat this. I feel called that this is messing up my body. I'm going to change my diet. People try all different types of diets, and there is no right or wrong. Especially during this time, you have to listen to yourself. Some people are called to drink more water during the solar flares, right? Get the lemon water, right? Get all these things in. It's important. So, yeah, there's a lot of different things and things to break down physically, mentally, and spiritually. And they all matter. Especially this. Like some people, they might gaslight you, what they don't realize, and that's how demented some of the world is. Spiritual is probably the most, everything will follow the spiritual. Everything follows the spiritual. And there's people that are moving in 2 different timelines. I just saw a glitch, right? As we're talking about glitches, I literally saw the chat go from, it went from 800 to 0 back to 800. It just glitched. There's glitches that are happening everywhere. Did anyone else see that? The chat went from 800 to 0 back to 800. Literal glitch on the air. So we're seeing all these glitches in the ether. There's no explanation. Glitchy glitch. 802. We got the 802s going, right? Surrender to the divine. It's a glitchy glitch, yeah. A lot of glitches happening right now. Hey, glitch, yeah, we're shifting to a new timeline. So I love each and every one of you. Please take the time to put a like on this video and share this video link on all platforms with the hashtags Solar Storm and Solar Flare, because a lot of people are looking for this information. I'm grateful for that support. When you do that, others will find this message. Thank you so much for all of the support. Please, if it calls you, join our Patreon. We host live Zoom meetings, another one coming up in the next few days. All of the content stays on Patreon. It will never be taken down. I love you all. If you missed last night's video, go back, check it out. I love each and every one of you, and that's all the greatest support of all, your attention. It's the currency of the universe. Thank you for paying attention to these messages, to our community. Our community is growing every single day, and it's because of all of you. I love you all. I hope that this message was helpful for all of you. Have a great day. Namaste.